cafe smelled like roasted coffee beans and warm pastries. Morning light streamed through the windows, painting golden stripes across the tables. At one corner table, a woman in a gray suit sat with her little daughter. The girl, about 7 years old, stirred her hot chocolate quietly, her lips pressed in a soft line. She didn't speak. She never did, not since the accident. But what happened next would break the mother's heart wide open and remind her what kindness truly looks like. Because across the cafe, a stranger looked up, caught the little girl's eyes, and began to sign. That single act of kindness changed everything. Hey everyone, welcome to TURTHLINES, where we share real emotional stories that remind us what matters most: humanity, love, and the power of kindness. If this story touches your heart, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, and tell us your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing your stories too. They're what keep this community growing. Now, let's begin. Isabel Hart was the kind of woman who seemed to have everything together. She was the CEO of a growing tech company in Seattle, smart, driven, always on her phone. People admired her discipline, her focus, her success. But success came at a price. Isabel's husband had left 2 years earlier, and her only daughter, Lily, had been in the car with him when the accident happened. He didn't survive. Lily did, but the trauma stole her words. She stopped speaking altogether. Doctors said she could talk. There was no physical damage, but emotionally, she shut down. Isabel tried everything: therapy, playgroups, speech specialists. Nothing worked. Lily's silence filled the house like fog, heavy and still. Every morning, Isabel would drop Lily off at school and head to the office, guilt gnawing at her. She'd tell herself she was doing it all for Lily's future, but at night, when she came home to that quiet little face, she wondered if she was just running away. One Friday morning, Isabel decided to take the day off. Just her and Lily, no meetings, no phone calls. Maybe they could reconnect. "Where do you want to go today?" she asked softly as they sat in the car. Lily just shrugged, looking out the window. "Okay," Isabel smiled. "How about pancakes?" She drove them to a small cafe downtown, a cozy place she used to visit before her life became all deadlines and boardrooms. The bell over the door jingled as they walked in. A waitress smiled warmly and led them to a booth near the window. Lily held her stuffed bunny close, her blue eyes wandering around the cafe. Isabel ordered coffee and a stack of pancakes with strawberries for both of them. For a few minutes, they sat in silence. Isabel tried not to check her phone. She forced herself to just be present, to watch her daughter trace circles on the table with a fingertip. Then Isabel noticed a man and a little boy sitting at the next table. The boy looked about Lily's age, with sandy hair and bright eyes. He was laughing quietly, not with sound but with his hands. The man, his father, was signing back. Their hands moved gracefully, like a dance. Lily stared, mesmerized. Her eyes widened, and for the first time in months, Isabel saw a spark: curiosity, joy, something alive. The father noticed Lily watching. He smiled gently and signed something toward her, a simple hello. Lily froze for a second. Then, slowly, she lifted her hand and mimicked the gesture. Isabel's heart thudded in her chest. Her daughter, her silent daughter, was responding. The man nodded encouragingly, his eyes kind. He signed again, this time slower, pointing to himself and then spelling out SAM. Lily tilted her head, then pointed to herself, tapping her chest. LILY. Her hands were clumsy, unsure, but she was doing it. Tears blurred Isabel's eyes. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. The man smiled wider. "She knows sign language," he asked Isabel gently. His voice was soft, careful. "No," Isabel whispered. "I mean, I don't think so. She hasn't spoken since." She stopped, her throat tightening. He nodded, understanding more than words could say. "I'm Sam," he said, "and that's my son Ben. He was born deaf." Lily was giggling silently now, her small hands fluttering, trying to copy Ben's signs. Ben signed something back, and the two of them began an entire conversation. One Isabel couldn't understand, but didn't need to. For the first time in 2 years, her daughter was truly connecting. They sat together for nearly an hour. Sam taught Lily a few simple signs. "Thank you, friend. Happy?" She soaked it all in like sunlight. Isabel couldn't stop smiling through her tears. When the waitress brought the check, Sam waved it away. "Please," he said, "it's on me. You two made our morning." Isabel protested, but he shook his head. "Kindness goes both ways. You have no idea how happy it makes Ben to meet someone who wants to learn his language." She looked at him, really looked. There was something so genuine, so peaceful about him. A man who didn't rush, didn't judge, who simply saw people. They exchanged numbers before leaving. Sam offered to help teach Lily more sign language if Isabel was open to it. She didn't hesitate. That night, after Lily fell asleep clutching her bunny, Isabel sat at the kitchen table scrolling through her emails, her fingers hovering over the keyboard. Then she stopped. For once, the work could wait. She opened a new tab and searched for Basic American Sign Language for Beginners. The next morning, she practiced in the mirror. Simple things like, "Good morning. I love you. Are you okay?" Her movements were awkward, but she kept going. When Lily woke up, Isabel signed, "Good morning." The little girl's face lit up. She ran into her mother's arms, hugging her tight. From that day forward, they practiced together every night. It became their thing, quiet, gentle, meaningful. Weeks turned into months. Lily started smiling more, laughing silently, playing with other kids who didn't know sign language but learned a few words just to talk with her. Her teachers said she seemed lighter, happier. And Isabel, she began to slow down. She took more days off, learned to put her phone away during dinner, and started volunteering at a local center for deaf children with Sam and Ben. One evening after a community event, Isabel and Sam sat outside under string lights while the kids played nearby. "I never told you," Isabel said softly, "but the day we met, I was lost. I didn't know how to help her anymore." Sam looked at her, his expression warm. "You helped her by just being there," he said. "And now look, she's helping others." Lily was teaching another little girl how to sign, "Thank you." Isabel smiled, tears glinting in her eyes. "You showed me that kindness doesn't have to be big or loud. It can just be someone noticing, someone reaching out." Sam nodded. "That's all it takes. One small act and it ripples out." A year later, Isabel's company sponsored a new initiative called Hands of Hope, a tech-driven program connecting hearing-impaired children with language tutors through video calls. The idea came from Lily. During the launch event, Lily stood on stage beside her mom, signing proudly as Isabel spoke into the microphone. "This all began," Isabel said, her voice trembling with emotion, "because one man and his son shared a little kindness in a cafe. They reminded us that compassion can change a life, sometimes even more than words can." The crowd applauded, some wiping their eyes. Afterward, Sam and Ben joined them on stage. The four of them signed together, "Thank you." Kindness isn't always about grand gestures. Sometimes, it's as simple as noticing someone who feels invisible and reaching out with love. When we choose kindness, in a cafe, at work, or in our own homes, we remind the world that humanity still matters. So next time you see someone struggling, don't look away. Smile. Help. Speak their language, even if it's through silence, because the smallest act of kindness can echo for years, in ways we may never imagine. Thank you for watching this story on TURTHLINES. If this touched your heart, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little hope today. Remember, kindness costs nothing, but it changes everything.